Welcome back to Santa Cruz for the Masters Cup presented by Innova Champion Discs. I am Ian Anderson. Sitting next to me is Philo Brathwaite, also on the card, as you can see right there.
Hey, who is that guy?
Yeah. Look at that hat wobble around.
Yeah, I need some more hair.
Man, it has been fun at De La so far. We just saw just the most incredible shot in a while.
In a good while. That was a pretty impressive little flick up and around by Andy Miranda.
Yep.
Popping it in. Very rare birdie too on I-5.
Very. And here are your scores after 9 holes. Albert Tam has gone 7 for 7.
That's pretty fire right there.
He dropped off after that, but 7 is crazy start, man.
Yeah.
All right, on to hole 10.
Very, very difficult par 3 here. Obviously, everything's playing par 3, but man, what a tight line you got to hit to get into the screen with a ton of speed. We're talking you got a 3-foot window to throw the perfect shot. Maybe. You got to miss that opening gap, keep it low, keep it on a super tight hyzer. It needs to stand up. And then you got this gauntlet of trees you got to miss. Most of the discs are going to be flying a little bit off to the right of the line that the drone's flying here.
Yep.
But yeah, you got to throw a good one.
Try to hit the doggy door up there.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew.
This opening gap is so intimidating.
Enforcer, because if you miss it, you are going to be punished huge.
What a shot. And he sneaks through everything on the right side. Big flare skip. Inside circle 1.
20-footer. Come
He's
on.
been so good off the tee.
Yes.
He had that one drive just a couple of holes ago that was off the mark.
But you think about it, it wasn't that off the mark.
Mm-mm.
That hole is very tight. He had his one miss on. Paul leaves this just a 2 feet wide.
Hung it out there a little too much.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to have quite a bit left on the upshot.
I like this play. If you got it,
mm-hmm. It's got the right action, doesn't it?
It's got the right shape and the right action.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're going to see a nuke here for Adam. So someone with a little bit of turn is going to have that late high-speed stability. Or sorry, excuse me, low-speed stability.
He got it started with the right line.
Coming right for Matt.
Good effort, though.
Circle 2.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty fair and open putt, too.
Oh, truth. Falcon?
Yeah, I'm going to try Falcon this time.
It makes sense.
See if I can hit the line and get it to open up. I liked it out the gate.
It looks great.
Ah, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
It was going to be super short anyway. But
It was going to be a putt. It was going to
Could've
be a
been a
putt you
putt,
could have
but-
made.
potentially.
Yeah.
Most likely a 3. I'm not going to get too upset about that.
McBeth's second. He's going to have a chance to save par.
Yeah, that was a little short for McBeth, but we're used to seeing him make all kinds of putts.
Yes, we are. I believe you got about 98 left on this.
Just lay that up there and get out of here.
Yep, job done on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a 3 on this one all tournament long and take it down. Easy for
Definitely
Adam,
a
though.
bonus birdie.
Yeah. This is a look for 2 from 48 feet.
Drills it right in the center.
Another great make from range for Adam.
Starting to rack up the footage on the putting green, isn't he?
He is. McBeth, par save?
Never a doubt.
Nah. And Andrew Miranda.
Strokes on folks right here.
Back-to-back birdies on I-5 in this hole. You could confidently say nobody played these 2 holes better.
Probably not. Probably won't either for a while.
For a
that was
long time, man.
incredible 2 shots or 4 strokes, however you want to look at it. But man, 2 really nice drives, 2 really big putts. I mean, obviously that one was super short, but I mean, for the moment, big.
Did some incredible things that a bunch of incredible disc golfers couldn't.
It's a true story.
Adam Hammis, though, Fantastic make from 48 feet out in circle 2.
That was worthy of a fist pump.
It was. All right, on to 11. Interesting shape on this one.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit of a change. So standard from last time I remember, unless if the basket was there last year, which I wasn't here last year because I didn't. It's the same as last year.
No, I think this is a new pin.
Yeah, this is a new pin position. So typically we would be throwing this kind of cut shot up and over the top of these trees and then dropping it down and hard to the right, and the pin would be off to the right where these guys are standing, kind of in that dirt patch.
Yeah.
But they've since moved the basket off to the left, kind of makes it a bit more of a straight shot. You don't have to make the disc taper off to the right. Now you're trying to get it to taper off to the left, so it's a very similar shot with a different finish.
Yeah.
A little bit more speed required for this shot.
Andrew going with a felon.
I like the idea of this shot right there.
Yeah, I did too, but it looks like he got over on it just a little too much and it didn't have room to come back in time.
It's a little bit more of a stall than it is a straight up S.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hamas. Nuke.
We were all a little nervous about this one.
Oh my goodness, it got some little lift at just the perfect time.
And he said, that's perfect, and he liked where that ended up.
Circle's edge look 4-2. McBeth. 65-mile-an-hour sidearm for the 5-time. That is
Looked
no
like he just
joke.
waved his hand
Yeah.
out there, you know, just boring.
Man has ridiculous arm speed on either side.
I'm going to go back to the destroyer. Checking the wind out.
Kind of that same line Miranda threw, basically.
It's a little less, you'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But the idea.
Yep.
Yeah, you're keeping it more in the middle. It's starting to leak down the hill, but that checked up nicely.
Yeah, I think I need to give it a bit more go. It's a deceiving shot.
It is. It's out there.
It's further than it looks.
Yeah, it's uphill a little bit. Andrew from that was bad. It was a lot shorter than a
Not
layup
his
needs
best
to be.
effort, yeah. You would imagine that'd be 10 feet away.
Yeah. Philo, I believe you're out here in the 50-foot territory looking at a birdie. Dude, that thing is working today.
Yeah, man.
Love to see it, Philo.
That felt really good again. Kind of one, again, the range just hadn't really been feeling lately, you know? That was money.
You're starting to stack up those putting feet.
There we go.
McBeth. 10 feet closer. Birdie look. And an air ball.
Yeah, that's a rare sighting there for McBeth. Airmail off to the right. Usually so clutch from that range.
Adams right around circle's edge for the look 4-2.
Everything but in.
Missed opportunity there after a great drive. Andrew, you can see that upshot. It's
He's inside circle
inside
one.
circle, but not a ton to save par.
Big miss there from Andy Miranda.
Yeah,
Excuse me, drops off to the right side, and yeah, he's going to have to drop to a knee. And big bogey putt coming up.
Oh,
That was rude.
slides around in the bucket, jumps back out. Brutal result. McBeth saves par.
He kind of Daylot himself there, didn't
He
he?
kind of did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, kind of beat himself on that hole.
And that unforced error of the upshot kind of just piled.
Yeah, definitely snowballed and got away from him there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things that happen out here at Delaveaga. You make
Every
one
shot.
mistake and the course will really start to punish you.
punished the basket right here, buddy.
Yeah, I had to give that the full go on that.
You hit perfect, man.
I had a perfect little window up and over one tree and under the next.
Yeah.
Framed it up perfect, man. Those usually go in.
I love those, man. On to gravity.
Gravity's great. Seen a lot of great shots on this over the years. Most smart players are going to play the backstop, try to come in between the two tallest trees, the two darkest brown trees, play the ground, use the backstop, have a tap in.
That is the play. Easier said than done, though, for some reason.
Yeah, finding the line and the touch. You can stand up and roll in a hurry if you don't have the right speed. You can't throw it in there as hard as you want, that's for sure.
You going rock or something?
I'm going rock X3 or a Taurus. I think that's the Taurus, Millennium Taurus.
Okay.
Basically the same thing.
Okay.
That one's just a bit fresher.
It's exactly what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's the birdie play.
I wish I could throw putter on this shot, but it gets away from me every time.
It's that kind of that downhill throw speeds up on you a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
And it makes the disc fly a bit more neutral, too.
Right.
So.
Mm-hmm. And Paul is playing out the snake back there. If you're wondering what he's looking at, we'll show you in a second. That is a breaker for Hammis.
Adam Hammis wisely throws the same line, similar result.
You see the disc just a couple feet behind yours. Should be a birdie. And Adam is a fan of...
Hey, crikey, little, look what we got here. Just a wee snake. Let me chalk him back into the woods, eh?
Perfect. McBeth. Looks like Paul's going with the Luna. Yeah, that's a kind of a bad miss, man. Like, you don't hit that tree usually.
Not typically.
No.
You would not see McBeth do that 1 out of 100 times most days. Maybe under the basket.
Miranda, harp.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
Had that tree dialed up the whole way, didn't
Yeah,
it?
he hung it out there a little too much.
He was on that little mound, though, for a...
Got a safe putt at it.
Mm-hmm. Paul from 52. And at least it sat. Miranda, I think he's just inside 40.
Man, that action is so straight.
They're all
Great
hitting
pace, but man, unfortunate didn't drop. That was great looking putt.
Adam drops in that putt, no problem for a nice birdie. Andrew for par.
This kid's gonna be a terror soon, man. He's already becoming one.
Yep. Birdie, drop in. Nicely done, Philo.
Thank you, sir.
Back to back, man.
Hard to do back-to-back birdies out here. There's only a couple of stretches, a couple of opportunities for it, really, I feel. Like comfortable ones. But it's not a bonus birdie, you know?
Yeah. I'm ready for the turkey on this next hole, man. It's a it's a big ass, though. Gosh. One of the scarier holes at Delaveaga, isn't it?
It is, man. You got to throw a dime on the next one.
Before we get to that, we'll check out our scores after 12 holes. Albert's still leading with that 7. Jacob Blair, we saw him at Go Hill, man.
Mm-hmm.
As we did with Luke Sampson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to hole 13. What, it's just an interesting shape you don't throw a ton on tour.
No, up and down and to the right, full-on Anheuser. Oddly, you don't really see many guys go to the flick here. I haven't seen many guys, especially dudes that have really good ones, don't even really try it because it just gets so fast down there. Mm-hmm. Most guys are going for something really slow, understable. You can get there 2 different ways. You can play it the high route around the Guardian Tree at the top of the hill or on the inside. Usually if you go the inside route, you should go a little bit more stable to try to flex out. I'm going to try the inside route and see how I fare. It's really the only shot I've ever been good at on this hole is playing the inside line.
I think it's the purest line.
If you can match the disc and the angle, yep.
DX Rock.
Yep, there we go.
And you can't hate that.
It's fine. It's up and down for a 3. It's not a hole you got to birdie, but one you'd like if you can get it.
Buzz for Adam. Again, fine, but not great.
Also, yeah, hard to make a putt from that angle.
Mm-hmm.
You're just staring at a canyon.
Beast.
Oh my goodness, that just would not stop moving. That was the right throw and everything. That's gravity for you, man.
He's going to find himself about 45 long.
And a really bad angle, too.
Yeah. Truth here for Miranda. And he leaves it a little wide.
Not a bad reaction, though.
Oh, not at all.
60, 70 feet.
Just got to dodge the anaconda here. That giant root short of the green.
That's a great description, man. That's a good checkup.
Yep.
Sometimes those can stand up and roll a long way.
Oh, yeah. I was worried about that one.
Me too.
When it was in
left
the
his
air.
hand, yeah, I was like, ooh, that could be bad.
And just a smart shot there.
Yeah. No.
I've seen Feldberg run that putt, man. 200 feet down the cliff. Just gone.
I played here enough times to know that this is not the
one.
hole to get brave on.
Yep. McBeth, 42 feet coming back up the hill for birdie. Stroke on the card and most of the field, if we're being honest.
What a run.
Yeah, he was expecting headwind lift on that one, he told me, and just didn't get it.
That was a safe putt to be aggressive on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, nothing's really, really safe on this hole, but that was a safer angle, I should say.
Look how close Andrew is to the edge of that cliff. It's like 3
One
or 4.
more roll, and that thing would have been hasta la vista, baby.
Gone.
Bye-bye.
Find a new favorite putter. You're not finding that one again.
Hanging out with Yoda down there in the hut. The Ewoks.
A little indoor action over here. Yeah. There's Philo. You're dropping in par, as will Adam. And you don't mind a 3 on this one. Takes an exceptional shot and a gutsy putt to get the 2. Miranda slides it home. Take a quick break and a couple words from our sponsors. Back in just a few.
The crowd was so spectacular today. Just the energy from you all was just amazing. I love you, Oregon!
Discraft Great Lakes Open Champion.
Dynamic Disc Open Champion! Open Champion!
Kristen Tatar.
I've been dreaming about coming here and competing here, and now I'm finally here, so it's a dream come true.
Back to Delaveaga. We are looking at hole 14, sir.
The chicken foot.
The chicken foot? I never heard that one before.
Really?
Yeah,
They've been
what?
calling this old chicken foot for ages, man.
I never heard that.
Yeah, man. The trees down there kind of look like a chicken foot is what people used to say back in the day.
Huh.
So, yeah, this is a great hole, man. That down tree definitely adds some complexity to this shot that kind of was right where you'd want to miss when that tree was standing, and slide right down there, use the ground play once again, skip up towards the basket. You got a nice little backstop with these fallen trees and logs. Beautiful, hole to play. Fun shot to play.
What's in the hand here?
I got a T-Bird, man. This is an old champion T-Bird I found in a box somewhere, and I was like, yeah, let's start using this again.
Old T-Birds are great, man. A nice beat-in T-Bird does some wonderful things.
Not too beat,
Right.
just beat enough.
The perfect amount of beat.
Exactly.
What a shot, man. Count that, too. Adam, buzz in hand. I got my radar gun in my hand.
Just hung it out,
Yeah.
just a hair.
Kicking left. Paul deciding between buzzes. Going with trusty blue. And Paul expected some stand-up here. He did not get
There was a bit more wind blowing from right to left than he noticed.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the wind is actually, you could see
You
it
could
there.
see it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The wind was pushing off the right a little bit. And he cut that off a bit early and didn't get much help. Not surprised by that.
Truth for Andrew. EMAC variety.
That's more, and then his kind of stands up on him a little bit, and not the worst little bounce and roll there. He's still on the top shelf, up and down for 3 should be no problem.
Yeah. Adam, 102 left on the hole.
Yeah, there's not really much of a run in this. The ceiling's too low.
Just using the jump putt for the approach. Yeah.
Smart play, well executed.
Miranda almost pin high off to the right.
That was an impressive jump putt.
That was a bid, man. Gave it a chance. McBeth, kind of fortunate to find himself in bounds, honestly.
He had a window, and he actually almost threw that thing in, man.
Oh, what? I gave up on that one before he even putted it. Shame on me.
As soon as it left his hand, I was like, uh-oh.
The rest of the card says, uh-oh, is you. Snag a birdie.
I'll take it.
And a stroke on everybody. We are now tied with Adam, leading our card at 3 down. McBeth just 1 back. And we are headed to the hill after Paul drops in that par.
Final 4 holes.
It's a good test.
It's a good stretch. Absolutely. This is, I think, the most... No, we got the first 4 holes that are the same original 4. So these are the 2 4-hole clumps that are in order.
Yeah.
Out of the 24 holes or so that are usually up.
Yeah, sure. And they put it back up the hill, man.
Yeah, they did. When we came out here for practice, it was...
Oh, was it?
Yeah, right where you see the flag right now, that's where it was in practice. And I was like, yes, another birdie opportunity. They're not trying to kill us. And then you show up, and there it is, tucked up on top of the hill, up to the left. I ain't getting there.
It's like AB, Drew, Eagle territory.
Simon.
Those are the guys that double G that can think about a birdie on this one, but it's not a big list.
Comfortably get there.
Yeah.
Most of us are just trying to do something similar to this. Give yourself a good angle, chip it up, get up and down.
And honestly, a little bit of flatter footing possibly down at the bottom there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Adam is a nuke. That's very inside.
I thought so too. Gets a good little forward push there.
And kind of kicked out of the stuff a little bit at least. McBeth with a Zeus.
I thought he had it right out the gate.
It looked fantastic. It looks fantastic. Oh, early. And hit that limb. But perfectly flat spot to throw an upshot from. Miranda, enforcer. Looks early. Does it have enough?
It kind of stood up for him a little bit. Yeah, that's been a common play. A lot of guys kind of crashing the edge of those trees. It's a tall order to get all the way up there.
Your second. 85, you're probably throwing it like a 200-foot shot.
Yeah, I slipped out of my finger a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah, it wasn't my best effort. Don't really want to have to take a circle's edge putt or anything like that on this hole.
No, you don't. You want to be dropping in if possible. Adam, he had to get creative, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Huh. That was well done. McBeth, edge of circle 2. This is one of the ones you wanted to go in or hit nothing.
That was close.
Yeah, you hit metal. Those things come a couple hundred feet back down the hill. I think we saw that happen to Drew Gibson,
Yes,
didn't we?
we did. I was just about to say that. Drew was probably about 50 feet away, hit the basket, and ended up 170 feet away.
Yeah. Good make.
That's a big
I
make.
know it was short, but it's got to be
Yeah.
nervy, man.
It was. I tried to tell myself, don't take too long.
Yeah. Sometimes that could definitely help.
See the line, putt the line, and move on.
Yeah. Adam does the same, as will McBeth and Miranda. Everybody's escaping with pars. Fine result.
I'm sure there's more par frames than anything on this hole today.
Yeah. I've been saying par is fine a lot today, Philo.
That's the name of the game out here at Dela. You know, if you can survive the more difficult holes and score on the birdieable holes, you know, and not make, you know, too many mistakes, beat yourself or get any bad breaks, you can have a really, really good round out here.
Mm-hmm. And Albert Tammy had that 7 through 7. He's been holding on to it since then. Through 15, still 7 down. Matt Oram, Lauri Leitinen popping up there as well. On to 16, man. Just such a unique shot.
It is. Got to thread the needle up the hill through the field goals. It feels like a double field goal, really. This bush right here on the right has grown up plenty, actually.
Yeah.
It feels like that thing's a whole nother tree.
You could ignore that in the past.
Yeah, you could have, but yeah, you got to dodge that one. We've seen some guys try the up high route off to the right, kind of a late fade, just full on hyzer straight up the hill and then a late fade. I'm going for the middle route, going back to that Wraith.
And this is 276. How hard are you throwing this?
As hard as I can throw it. Literally. I threw that about as hard as I could.
Yep. 62 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness, Philo.
One of the best drives I've ever thrown on this
That
hole.
was awesome.
That felt nice.
Hamas. I see an onyx from Adam. Annex? One of the two.
Oh, I like that angle that he started out with. It just didn't drift quite enough. If it had, right there next to me, I guarantee.
Yep. Looks like Paul is going Undertaker.
This is the other way to get there. Paul's opting for the right field goal.
He's out in circle 2.
Yeah, I thought he
Maybe.
had it actually right out the gate. He had the speed on it. I think he tipped something on the way down, slowed him down a little bit.
Agreed. And Evader, for Andy.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Beautiful
way.
shot. That is as perfect as you can do it.
Nobody parks this thing, man.
I've seen it happen before a bunch of times.
Wow.
People park this hole all the time.
God,
It's there.
I haven't seen it in a minute, though, man.
That was beautiful.
Beautifully done. Adam.
Smart. Wise play there from Adam.
McBeth. See how greedy he gets from 78. Hopefully not that. Well, that was a nice measured bid, wasn't it?
It was.
And you are in the circle to get to 4 down. Count it.
Yes, sir.
Look at this back 9 you're putting together right now.
Hey, man, got to do something.
Yeah, man.
Can't let all these young buckies beat up on me all the time, right?
This is a good Philo course, man.
It is, man. This
You know?
is right up my alley. This,
Hitting
brings
lines, making putts.
I can throw a lot of rock shots here.
Yeah, you can, and those are things you do very well.
Or I can throw very straight shots, which is also something I do
Uh-huh.
pretty well most of the time. So nothing really super long. That's I'm losing strokes to anybody
Right.
on, unless if I
Exactly.
beat myself. So yeah, this is definitely a good course for me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of history here. I've been playing this course for almost my whole career.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is like the first big tournament I came in, like the first NT I ever came and filmed, man. This
Nice.
holds a special place in my heart as well.
Absolutely. A lot of great memories here in Santa Cruz.
It's a really cool town too, man.
Awesome town.
Yeah.
Great little hippie vibe to it.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy and chilling, enjoying the sun, ocean breeze.
Big old trees.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. 17. We're on the spine of a ridge here.
Yes, we are. You got a big canyon on. Well, you got the course to the left and nature off to the right and
Mountain
wilderness.
biking.
Yeah, mountain biking. Want to be aware of those guys, but very fair shot. 354. Plenty of space. The wind's actually very favorable today, kind of blowing off of our right shoulder, kind of a tailing wind, so it's not going to push you to the right. You got to throw it over there.
What's in your hand?
I'm going DX Rock, a little
Okay.
bit more stable. Going to the old school yellow mac and cheese.
Tugged a little right.
A lot right.
Yeah.
That was a big miss.
it fought through nicely. I think you've got a 63-footer, if memory serves. Yeah.
It's not good enough, man.
No, it is not good enough.
Not good enough.
A Warden.
That's really tugged.
Yeah.
I'd say that's his worst drive of the day.
Yep. I think that's fair.
Well, he's smiling about it. He knew it.
He's got a good attitude.
Yes, he does,
He
man.
really never saw him get too down on himself. Buzz out of Adam.
This is the more appropriate way to throw the shot.
Perfectly. Just pin high, 8 feet right. Pretty nice. Luna for the 5-time.
Discraft teammates. Paul McBeth says, I'll follow that line. Thank you very much, sir.
But throws it with a putter just to flex on him a little bit, you know?
Unbelievable. I wish I could throw my putter 350 like that.
It's crazy, man, honestly.
It is crazy.
So Andrew he's found himself on this mountain biking path down here and took a look to see what he has to do to try and save par.
I have a feeling he can manufacture something to get up and down.
There's some windows. They don't look especially huge. Oh, he just peered it.
Crispy game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All the tools.
I'm thinking about it, Ian.
What do you think?
I think this is not a good idea, is what I'm thinking. It's not the longest putt, but weird things happen, right?
Elevated pin.
Yeah, I really wanted to take a run at this, and I felt the wind blowing a little bit up there, and never mind. I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
You are. Yeah, you're coasting. You know, you don't want to
force the issue.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of nice putts and didn't feel like that was going to be one of them.
Miranda to save par. I mean, confidence is everything, right? If you're not feeling it.
I just wasn't, man. I was thinking about it, trying to feel it out. Couldn't really get the feel I was looking for, and take it on to 18, see if I can get one there.
Yeah, smart golf. McBeth gets one
Birdie.
here on 17. That's a birdie. His Discraft teammate.
Birdie.
Hamas fires it in as well. And a par. Still.
It's all good.
It's a nice 4 down, back 9. Got one more left to try and make it 5. McBeast ripping on the putter on the 350-foot hole.
So silky smooth. Effortless speed Paul McBeth has.
Still ripping over 70.
Unbelievable.
It looks like he's not even trying.
Most of the time.
Yeah. God, look at top of the world today, Philo.
Gorgeous view.
You can see all the way to Monterey, man. Beautiful.
See, the moraine layer was just starting to form and getting ready to roll in for the evening.
Yep.
Beautiful sunshiny day. And a beautiful green to throw down to here on 18, and a great gallery waiting to receive this final card of the day. 516 feet, with most of that being downhill. Feels like about a 320-foot shot and 200 feet of gravity pulling the disc down there for you.
Yeah, everybody's going mid-range. I saw Drew go jokery off the tee.
Totally there.
Yep.
Can go sidearm as well. There's a great action for the sidearm here. Definitely
if you
mitigates
got
that, parking lot potential.
I think it's the best play. Force.
I think so too.
Just a one-angle shot.
Absolutely.
Hit that B button.
No, he did not. Playing Tiger Woods golf out here.
That was awesome. McBeth. This line is really fun to watch.
Absolutely. McBeth throws something a little too neutral.
Oh, buzz.
Drips off to the right a little bit, but still a makeable putt for McBeth.
Yeah. Rock?
Rock X3.
Nice.
I saw that line McBeth threw. I said, I like that line.
Nice, man. Throwing this one a little more stable than Paul
Just
did
a
as
hair
well.
more stable, and let's see how the result goes.
You're calling for it to get down right about here.
Yeah, I'm barking at it. Get down! Bounces right at the back edge of circle 1 and slides me inside. I can live with that.
Yes, you can. A chance to end the day at 5 down. And forcer for Andrew. It's a little sod.
Yeah, he's waving it down. Get down, get down. That actually wasn't the worst reaction.
No, get right into that fence. Stopped him very quickly. Left with a 55-footer to get to 2 down on the day. Probably his putts.
He puts a great line.
Yeah.
He puts a great line.
McBeth just a little closer to get to 4. Oh, I thought that was in.
That just dropped at the last second on McBeth.
What do you got here? Tailwind putt, Philo? You're not even worried about it.
I'm just thinking, get this thing in the basket, man. Let's get to 5.
Yes, sir.
Didn't even realize how good of a back 9 I was having until it's over, just...
Isn't it funny how that works out?
Yeah, man, just try to stay in the moment, enjoy
Yeah.
the round, and enjoy the moment with these guys.
That's a huge part of playing well. Miranda makes a nice par comebacker. Got to be proud of that round, man.
Absolutely. There's nothing for Andrew to hold his head down about. He had one mistake where he made the double. Things got away from him. 3-putted.
I mean, and you're used to it, but he just had to play with Paul McBeth. Like
He did
for
great.
an AM, that can get in your head real easy.
Yeah, man, I definitely wanted to go let him know he did great
Yeah.
today, man. Nothing to be upset about. He played well.
Yeah.
Much respect to all the guys on the card.
That was a great card, man.
Yeah, good times, man.
Everybody's rooting for everybody the whole time.
For sure,
Yeah.
man. Easy to get a little nervous and anxious, but everybody seemed to have a good time, good vibes on the card.
Dude, you were striping those putts today. They were
Yeah, man.
on the pole.
See if we can keep that mo rolling into round 2, huh?
No doubt. And you find yourself in the top 10, my friend.
How about them
Yeah,
apples,
tie
man? It's
for
been
ninth.
a while.
Yeah, I'd love to see
Just
it,
got to
man.
give me on a course I can throw a rock every once in a while.
It definitely helps. Albert Sam, Matt Oram, Lowry Leitonen, and James Conrad on our card today.
Ooh-wee.
That's going to be fun. Thanks for watching this one, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.